Hello, everyone. Welcome to the adventures of Click. Cause yeah, Point's not here right now. Today we are going to play an older game, Nancy Drew: Secret of Shadow Ranch. I promise we have some non-Nancy Drew games up our sleeve. There's been some talk about some Portal. There's been some talk about Life is Strange. There's been some talk about Assassin's Creed, which Point is gonna do. Not me, I don't want to do that one. No offense to anyone who likes that game. But, we're working out some details. Nancy Drew is really easy to film. So, today we're playing Secret of Shadow Ranch. I really like this game. Point is not so fond of it. But let's get started.
Welcome to my latest case, The Secret of Shadow Ranch. To start, choose Junior or Senior Detective. If you're new to adventure games or need some help, choose Gameplay Overview.
Okay, I'm gonna choose Senior
Dear
Detective.
Hannah, well, I made it to Shadow Ranch, but I'm afraid all is
Alex.
not well. The Raleighs, the people who own the ranch, have been called away on some kind of emergency. They had Dave Gregory, he's their foreman, pick me up at the airport. He gave me a phone
That
number,
is not a
told
good
me to
picture
call
of
the
him at
Raleighs
all.
at that number as soon as I got settled in.
I also love how
He
it's
refused
very
to tell me
obviously
anything else.
photoshopped
In
onto
fact,
a
he barely
real life
said 2 words to me the whole ride
picture.
to the ranch. What's worse, Bess and George aren't here yet, which is very strange, because even though we had to take different flights, we figured we'd get into Phoenix at about the same time. Being here without them feels odd.
You can tell that
After all,
this is
the
an
Raleighs are
earlier
their
game
aunt
because
and
Nancy
uncle,
hasn't
not
traveled
mine.
much
They
yet.
wouldn't even be here if Bess and George
And
hadn't
she
begged
hasn't
them to invite me onto the ranch for 2 weeks
inconveniently
too.
had
Until
bad
about
travel
3 months
plans
ago,
in
the
every
Raleighs
single
owned a
game.
clothing store. Bess said it was always their dream to sell the store and buy a cattle ranch. I hope they're okay, but
Working
frankly, as
cattle ranch,
beautiful as
cows
Shadow
not
Ranch is, I'm
included.
starting to get a bad feeling about this place. Love, Nancy.
Oops. I don't know, this place doesn't seem so unfriendly. Like, yeah, it seems really friendly to me. But yeah. Cell phone. Let's call the Raleighs. Sorry, by the way, that I talked.
Hello, Mrs. Raleigh. It's Nancy Drew.
Nancy, are you at the ranch?
Yes, and I'm a little concerned that you're not.
As I was saying, sorry that I talked through the entire exposition. Basically, Nancy is going to be at this going on vacation with Bess and George's relatives, and they're not there.
Is everything all right?
Oh, everything's fine. I mean, it is now. It wasn't last night, of course.
Everything would have been fine last night if you hadn't made such a fuss.
How could I not make a fuss? There was a rattlesnake in our bedroom, for Pete's sake.
You gotta love stereotypical gender roles. Her Interactive has gotten better about this. They really have.
Did you say rattlesnake?
I told Ed to leave it alone and let one of the hands get it out of there, but no, Ed started poking at it with my yardstick, and all of a sudden it leapt up and bit him.
How bad?
Well, his arm swelled up something awful, and he was feeling pretty poorly by the time we finally got him here.
I was fine. She's exaggerating.
Oh, Ed, you wish. Anyway, dear, he's doing much better today, and the doctors think he'll be well enough to go home in a day or so.
I'm well enough to go home right now.
No, you're not. If I don't stay here with him, he'll get up and walk right out that door.
No, I won't.
What can I do to help you?
Oh, nothing, dear. Absolutely nothing. You just go get a horse from Tex. He's the head wrangler. And go riding to your heart's content. I told Shorty to go ahead with the cookout I planned for tonight, and...
The envelope. Have her take that envelope to Mary.
Oh, good idea. There's an envelope in the roll-top desk in the den marked Mary.
To be fair, I did
You
ask
could ride
if
over
there's
to Mary
anything I could do to
Yazzie and
help.
give it to her. We'd really appreciate it.
I'll do it right away. Did you say I'd have to ride there?
Because of the way the roads are set up around here, it takes longer to drive to her place from the ranch than it does to get there on horseback. Dave will tell you how to get there.
She's gonna have to get the key to the desk from him, too.
Oh, that's right. I always lock the roll top. Dave has the key. Oh, dear. It seems like there was something else I wanted to tell you.
The horse, Bet. Tell her about the phantom horse.
Did
Oh
he
boy.
say phantom horse?
Yes. You see, last night we...
Hello, Mr. Raleigh. Time for those tests.
Uh-oh. We have to go. Don't worry about us, dear. You just go have fun. Just be sure to wear a hat and drink plenty of water. It's gonna be another hot one. Bye!
No, wait.
No, wait, just tell me about the phantom.
Phantom horse?
Oh boy. Now let's call Bess and George.
Hello?
Hi, Bess, it's me. I'm at the ranch. Where are you guys?
Omaha.
Very funny, come on, where are you really? Okay, that's... Clearly Nancy has never flown on a plane.
Very funny. Come on, where are you really?
No joke, Nancy. We're in Omaha, Nebraska. Our plane had to land here so they could fix some radio problem, and now they're saying... It's Nancy.
Hi, Nancy.
Hi, George.
Now they're saying we may be here for hours.
Well, at least they didn't cancel the flight.
Yet. I mean, who knows what's really going on?
Yeah, no one around here ever gives you a straight answer.
So what's going on there?
A lot. Last night, Uncle Ed and Aunt Bet found a rattlesnake in their room.
Oh my gosh! Are they okay?
Well, actually, it bit Uncle Ed.
Is he all right?
He will be. Right now, he's in the hospital. He'll probably be there for a day or two. Aunt Bet's staying with him.
Oh my gosh!
And apparently a phantom horse showed up at just about the same time as that snake.
A phantom horse?
Of all the times to get stranded in some stupid airport. Look, you just better keep us posted, Nancy Drew. That's all I gotta say. We're so bored. George just bought a book on 19th century clothing and accessories.
George did?
It's the only thing in the bookstore here that looked halfway interesting. So if you need to know anything that's even remotely related to 19th century fashion, let us know, okay?
Hint,
Sounds
hint.
good to me.
So what else has been going on?
That's it for now.
Stay in touch.
That's an order.
Yeah, guess what's going to be important later? Let's look around some more. Look around, look around. Oh yeah, I'm really into Hamilton, so yeah. Paint dries in record time due to record heat. Local science teacher spends day watching paint dry. Says it's the most excitement he's had in years. Jeez. Inside, Burnett's Spammerwinkle wins the Tumbleweed Krusty Chilton's Chili Cook-Off. Schnauzer abducted from backyard. Owner believes aliens did it. Prickly Pears defeat Gunky Geckos 1-0. Head to playoffs.
Frances Humber. Wonder who she was.
Okay, I've never noticed this before, but look at those eyes. Those are really strangely... like she's staring into your soul. That's kind of creepy. Oh yeah, you can also listen to this radio.
Surrounding areas will be hot and dry today, with temperatures expected to reach the mid-90s by 5 this afternoon. After that, temperatures will begin to drop, with a nighttime low in the mid-60s. Most areas to the south and west of Phoenix can expect more heat for the next several days, while areas to the north and east should also expect rapidly developing thunderstorms. So if you're going to be hiking, biking, camping, or horseback riding, be aware that sudden downpours and flash floods are always a possibility at this time of year, and don't go into the wilderness areas unprepared.
We've got several livestock auctions in the area tonight.
I'm
and
just gonna
tomorrow.
listen to all
Small
this,
animals, including goats,
just so
rabbits, and
you-
chickens, will be auctioned off at
you can
Barney
hear
Hall
it and, like, see if
Apache
anything
Junction,
funny
with doors opening at
happens.
6 and bidding beginning at 7. Barney Hall is located at 1339 South North Street. Also tonight, there's a horse auction at Lobenthal Farms, located on Route 5
Oh yeah,
in Gilbert.
if I start
Doors will open at
adapting a
5 for
weird
stall inspection of
accent,
sale animals.
sorry.
Bidding starts promptly
I
at
sort of
7.
live in this...
At 10 a.m.
I live in
tomorrow,
Northern
that's 10 in the
Virginia,
morning,
so
folks. There'll be video
my
caption
accent
over in
kinda
the Gemstone Room at the Blue Dog
adapts
Hotel
to
in Rittenhouse,
whatever
featuring
company I'm with.
Charolais and Angus breeding
And if
stock.
I hear too much of this, I'm gonna start talking like this.
Hear that? That's the sound of happy cattle, healthy cattle, Cattle whose diet includes Big Pink mineral supplement, chelated for easy absorption. Big Pink is the perfect blend of calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, sodium, chlorine, potassium, sulfur, cobalt, copper, fluoride, iodine.
I have no
iron,
idea
manganese,
if those are
selenium,
actually
and
things
zinc. Minerals no bovine should be without.
cows
So
should
for
actually
big
be
results,
eating.
stock
If
up on Big
any
Pink now.
viewers know anything about cow diets, let me know. That's it.
Phoenix and surrounding areas
And then
will
it just turns back onto the same one. I have no idea why that's there. I don't think it does anything useful. Oh. Let's talk to this guy.
Hey, you must be Nancy. I'm the cook, Shorty Thurmond. Welcome to Shadow Ranch. Come on over here and tell me about yourself. You have talked to the Rawleys, right?
Bet said something about a phantom horse. Do you know what she was talking about?
Sure do. See, I was just about to crawl into bed last night when all of a sudden this glowing horse comes galloping up outside. It stops and rears and paws, whinnying and snorting. Then it just wheels around and gallops off into the night.
That's
it was
a rather
Dirk
vivid
Valentine's
description.
horse, you know. Now it's a phantom.
Dirk Valentine?
Dirk Valentine was an outlaw around here back in the 1880s. Legend has it he was in love with Frances Humber. She lived right here on Shadow Ranch.
That's the girl in the
Unfortunately,
painting with
her
the
daddy
creepy
was
eyes.
the sheriff.
Ouch.
Because of him, Valentine was captured and eventually hanged. Ever since, the ghost of his horse has been roaming the desert, cursing whoever sees him with bad luck.
What a great story.
Story? All I know is Ed Raleigh sees the horse, and what happens less than 2 minutes later? He gets bit by a rattlesnake.
Jeez.
You do the math.
Well, I'd better get going.
Drop by anytime.
By the way, I'm absolutely mesmerized by the tile here. It's really pretty. Like, yeah. Okay, I didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night. Yeah. This is going to be important later. That number, I believe, gets automatically... Yep, it gets automatically programmed into Nancy's phone. Oh, look, something new in her diary. Poor George is so bored she actually bought and is apparently reading a book on 19th century clothing design. How so not George can you get? Bad news. Bess and George are stranded at the airport in Omaha and don't know when they're going to get here. Bummer. Oh boy. Yeah, this is showing its age. Bummer. Ed Raleigh was bit by a rattlesnake right after the phantom horse that's painting a young woman named Frances Humber. Shorty says the cook is choosing love with an outlaw named Dirk Valentine. Yeah. I like the music in this game, it's really upbeat. Let's go talk to this guy.
You talked to the Raleighs?
Yeah. So, I'm just gonna say right now, a whole lot of girls have crushes on this guy. And boys, I guess. I'm not gonna be heteronormative, and people of some gender other than boy and girl. Yeah, people have crushes on this guy. Not so much my type. But, yeah. I'll just give you a minute to gawk at him. Nah, that wasn't a minute, but I'm bored.
I sure did. Do you think Ed's gonna be all right?
He'll be okay. Getting bit by a rattler's no picnic, but it sounds like he's out of the woods.
Oh, pardon me, I'm drinking coffee.
How do you think that snake got into their room?
Probably crawled in through a mouse hole sometime during the day and took a nap. Nighttime's when they're most active. Something the Raleighs found out the hard way.
Could somebody have put it there?
Guess it's possible. Person would have to know how to handle snakes, of course, but then if you work in the desert, that's one of the things that's good to know. Guess you're gonna be asking me a lot of questions, huh?
I'm sorry. Am I bugging you?
The Raleighs said you were a detective.
Rude. Also, I love how in the early game she's like, oh yeah, it's just like a hobby, then by like, I don't know, game 18, she's like, yes, I am a detective, it is what I do.
Their niece, Bess Marvin, she told them that, and she exaggerates.
I'm gonna be honest with you, ma'am. We were short a couple hands to begin with, and now with the Raleighs gone and everybody on edge over what happened last night, well, this is not a good time to be visiting Shadow Ranch, that's all.
I talked to my friends, Bess and George. Their plane's been delayed. They aren't sure when they're going to get here.
Sorry to hear that. Well, to be honest, I'm not, really. Driving back and forth to the airport takes a lot of time, and time's one thing we're all running kind of short of around here.
Yes, because clearly you need to spend all day staring intently at the chicken coop. Seriously. Okay, in Nancy Drew games, by and large, people don't move from the spot where they're standing, which you probably noticed in, Sea of Darkness, but at least there seemed to be some sort of excuse in that one of, oh, she's standing by the heater so she can watch her ship. She's guarding the ship. He's sitting there because that's his desk. In this one, like, Dave is just gonna spend all day staring at the chickens.
The Raleighs asked me to take something out to Mary Yazie's, but it's in the den in the roll-top desk, which is locked. They said you had the key?
Sure do. They gave me their key ring at the hospital.
Great, thanks.
To get to Mary's shop, just follow the trail that goes northeast out of the corral. Can't miss it. And I should probably warn you, she doesn't like the Raleighs.
Well, why not?
No idea. Not really any of my business.
Then why bother telling us?
I'll let you get back to work.
Ma'am?
Oh yeah, I guess she stopped saying it's locked somewhere around here. There's the letter, and now because we're Nancy, we're gonna snoop around shamelessly. To Ed and Bet Raleigh, just because you fired me, don't make another mistake and think you've heard the last of me, 'cause you haven't. We all know I deserve a second chance. Letting me go without giving me one was just plain
Sounds like
wrong.
this Jane Nash person has it out for the Raleighs.
In fact, know what your problem is? You don't believe in justice. But see, I do. That's the way my brother and I were raised. Justice always prevails, though sometimes it needs a little help. You'll see. Jane Nash. Jeez. That was fun to read. She was so mad.
The Raleighs sold a trunk full of junk to Mary Yazzie.
Item sold. Junk to Mary Yazzie. Oh yeah, you can also pick up those.
That's not the right time. Must be broken.
And you can also take a look at this puzzle, which I have a friend, Emily. I'm dedicating this playthrough to you, by the way, because she tried to beat this game when she was like elementary school age, I think. And when I told her, like, oh yeah, I love Nancy Drew games, and my friend and I were talking with this, she was like, yeah, I couldn't figure out how to open this box, and so I tried every single combination, and it wouldn't work. And it was because she hadn't seen the thing that she needed to see for the solution of this puzzle, which is the clock over there. See this clock? Hint, hint. So, the solution of this puzzle is, you see the three colors, there's the red, blue, and the yellow. Now take a look at this clock. Red is at 12, light blue is at 2, yellow is at 7. Red is at 12, light blue is at 2, yellow is at 7. Sorry about that, I was checking up. The stream's been kind of fickle. Fickle's the wrong word. Fussy. Wish you could rotate these things the other way, but then again, I guess you can't rotate a clock the other way. See there, Emily? That's how it's done. Maybe I shouldn't have mentioned your name in this. I'll ask her permission, maybe blur it out. Bleep it out. This is just a random clicky puzzle. 2, 12, 6, 2, 12, 8, 10, 2, 12, 8, 4, 6, 10. That changes every time, but... Oh, are they pretty? Her eyes are less creepy in that one. Wish she would smile, though.
This doesn't look like it was ever opened.
As usual, things did not work out like I planned. Just when I get everything fixed just right for you to go looking for the thing I hid for you, I go and get myself arrested. But no matter what you hear, nothing is gonna happen to me. I will be fine and we will be together soon, I promise. Meanwhile, you can keep busy by looking for what I hid. Start by using this piece of paper to mark where all the rock pictures are. They will tell you what to do next. Your favorite flowers and the flowers on your favorites, start keeping them in mind too. I will leave a message for you in this here cell, just in case they decide to move me to the jail down in Tumbleweed or something. I like vexing your brain, because when you are thinking real hard, like when you're playing the piano, you are more beautiful than anything in the world.
Lucky
I am sure to be out of here before you find my treasure, but in case I am not, know that it is all yours, and that you are more precious to me than 10,000 treasures put together. 9, 12, 15, 22, 5, 25, 15, 21. Dirk. P.S. I do not and never will hold what your father did to me against you.
Okay. I'm so jealous of her. Why does she look pretty when she's thinking? When I'm concentrating on things, I make the weirdest faces. Maybe I'll show one in this video. Because, like, I'll make this, like, weird pursed lips. Okay, I have this one friend who I would think a lot around. Okay, well, think hard because he would ask, like, difficult questions and then he would make me think. And then he was concerned because that I just had, like, serious depression or something because I always looked unhappy around him. And then finally we just figured out it was because I was had to concentrate really hard and think really hard.
I like vexing your brain.
Oops. Take a look at this. That's a puzzle. This is the Journal of Merrill Humber. I love how he arbitrarily has backwards E's half the time.
July 4th, 1882. Got sworn in as sheriff. It was the 4th, so it's like all them celebrations was for me, which of course they weren't. Frances thought up a song and played it on the piano for me. I forget how it went, but it was purty. I'm lucky to have her for a daughter. Hereford Shoup come by with a plant he brung from New York, which he calls Harrison's Yellow. Looked right dead to me, but Frances planted it out back, give it some water, and already it looks to be on the mend. She's 17 and can read and write good and knows her numbers. Hereford's thinking to marry her, but I said she ain't of that mind yet.
Aww.
March 30th, 1883. Frances has got eyes for a young man named Dirk. She says he's from Prescott. Cappy says when she
I love how the
plays
only
the
thing
piano,
this dad
Dirk
ever writes
makes everyone
about
be quiet so
is
he can
his
hear
daughter.
I ain't never seen her smile like she smiles now. I told her to bring him to the ranch for dinner, but she says he won't come because he is too shy. I wonder if that is the truth. April 16th, 1883.
I'd started
A letter from the
smoking.
sheriff over in Phoenix about this Dirk Valentine, who is wanted for robbing 2 banks in a stagecoach. The picture with the letter looked just like Dirk, who Frances is sweet on. When I showed her the picture, she got tearful and run off. Now, Dirk is gone, and she won't say nothing about where he went. August 2nd, 1883. Dirk Valentine is robbing banks and coaches and trains all over the territory. Frances says he never ever shoots his gun and only steals from people that already got plenty of money. But that ain't true, because some of them trains he robbed was carrying money, meant to pay miners a hard-earned wages. He is nothing but a no-good, greedy outlaw. But Frances gets real mad when I say that. I fear she is still sweet on him, and that she sees him when she knows I am busy, and gets letters from him which she hides from me. September 9th, 1883. Got hold of a note Frances sent to Dirk and saw where they was going to meet. So I got a posse and we caught Dirk, and now he's in jail. The judge is coming next week, and I hear he is a hanging judge, so Dirk most likely ain't long for this world. Frances won't say nothing to me no more and says she never will again.
So if she had to say that to say she never would again. Okay, I need to stop being snarky. This is sad.
September 13th, 1883. Dirk sent a secret letter to Frances, which Mason got hold of and give to me. I locked it up so she won't ever read it. Frances ain't allowed to see Dirk in jail, of course, and if she never sees his letter, maybe she will think he don't like her no more, and maybe she will stop liking him. Frances's ma would have known what to do better than me. I wish she was still alive.
Aww.
September 17th, 1883. They hung Dirk at noon. I thought I would be glad, but I ain't. September 18th, 1883. Frances took Brownie in my big saddlebag and is gone. She ain't told no one where she's going, not even Cappy. But I know she will forget Dirk, and when she does, she will come home because she's a smart gal and will figure out that I did what I'd done for her. January 4th, 1884. My sister says her little girl Ellie got a letter that said Frances went east and was not of a mind to ever return. I hope this ain't the truth, because I miss her something awful. June 11th, 1884. The Harrison's yellow, which Frances said was her favorite flower in the world, is just a pile of brown sticks now. I don't know how to look after delicate things like that, so it is my fault that it died. I ain't seen or heard from Frances in a year. I tell people she's on her way home, but when I look in my heart, I know this is a lie. She will never come back to Shadow Ranch, and it is my fault. I'll just have to find a way to live with it.
Aww. Just checking. This is usually where I keep my to-do list, but since I'm a senior detective, I'm going to solve this mystery without it. Humph. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, email. Urgent! Call us as soon as you can! Now! Pronto, immediately! So let's call. Except that I think they were saying call us about the...
Hello?
Hey, Bess.
Nancy, our link to the world of excitement and intrigue and decent food. What's the latest?
So the Omaha airport doesn't have good food?
Apparently last night, this glowing horse came galloping up out of nowhere, caused a huge commotion, then went galloping off and disappeared.
It was glowing?
Evidently, it was pretty spooky.
You're there investigating phantom horses, and what are we doing? A big fat nothing. That does it, George. We're suing the airline.
The cook, Shorty Thurmond, he says the phantom horse belonged to this outlaw named Dirk Valentine, who was hanged back in the 1880s.
Is this Valentine guy a phantom too?
I don't think so.
Well, how come his horse got to become a phantom and he didn't?
Best Marvin asking the real questions, ladies and gentlemen.
According to legend, seeing the horse is bad luck.
I believe it. I mean, look at what happened to the guy who owned him.
Don't you think it's kind of odd how that rattlesnake showed up in the Raleigh's bedroom right after that phantom horse showed up outside?
You don't buy that it was an unfortunate coincidence?
Dave said when the horse appeared, everyone ran outside to look.
So you're saying someone used the horse to lure everyone outside, then put the snake in their room, knowing no one would be watching?
It's possible, don't you think?
But if you're right, it means someone wants to hurt Aunt Bet and Uncle Ed. Oh my gosh! If you're right, it means that someone is on the ranch.
And whoever it is must be working with an accomplice. You know, someone to wrangle the horse.
So everyone there is a suspect.
That's right.
Well, you don't have to sound so happy about it.
Would you believe I found a letter that Dirk Valentine wrote to Frances Humber?
No way.
It was locked up in this chest that belonged to her father, and the letter was never opened. According to his journal, her father intercepted it and locked it away before Frances could read it.
So did you read it?
Of course she did.
The letter may explain what the deal is with that phantom horse.
What'd the letter say?
Well, evidently Dirk wanted Frances to have the loot he'd stashed, so he set up this elaborate treasure hunt for her. The letter contained all sorts of weird, obscure clues to help her find what he'd hidden.
But if the letter was never opened...
Frances couldn't have found the treasure.
Oh my gosh, it could still be out there.
And someone could be using that phantom horse to chase the Raleighs off the ranch because they want to be the ones to find it.
We're stuck here when we could be there with you looking for hidden loot? That does it, George. We're suing the airline and the airport.
How about some hints?
Count us out.
We're too bored.
Our brains have grown weak and flaccid from lack of stimulation.
Try Frank and Joe. They're used to being bored.
That's it for now.
Have fun.
Wish you were here.
Kidding. We'll call the Hardy Boys later.
Well, hello there. You got some friends back there?
Aww.
Tex would have a cow if I rode bareback.
I didn't want to ride bareback, I just wanted to pet the horse. Oh, that's just looking at the feed bucket.
Hi there. You two aren't too shabby looking either.
Aww.
So which one are you?
The nice one?
The Raleigh said they were going to be inviting some young ladies out here. I take it you're one of them.
So this guy's freaky. He's like if Snape were a cowboy.
I'm Nancy Drew. My two friends haven't arrived yet.
Why not?
Their plane was delayed. They'll be here as soon as they can.
I brought 3 horses in this morning. Hardly fair to keep them tied up all day if nobody's gonna ride them.
So you're in charge of the horses?
I'm the head wrangler. You wanna ride, you come to me. You prove to me you know what you're doing, I may just let you.
How do I prove to you I know what I'm doing?
First thing you're gonna do is never ride unless you're wearing a hat and gloves. And unless you got a full canteen of water. You can wear that hat over there. It's Mrs. Raleigh's. Got a helmet built right in. Her gloves are on the saddle you'll be using. And you can get a canteen from Shorty. Then you're gonna saddle and bridle your horse. No need to brush him. I do that when I bring him in. Then you're gonna lead him to the mountain block in the corral and mount up. Then I'm gonna ask you some questions. You can't ride outside the corral till you get all the answers right.
Once I pass your test, can I ride any time I want?
Long as you talk to me first. When you're done riding, you're gonna dismount, hook your horse up, take the saddle and bridle off, and put him back where you got him. Always keep your gloves with your saddle.
See, the whole thing, everything he's saying is perfectly reasonable, but just the fact that he's, like, looking at you like that, and, like, talking like this, is just really, it makes him seem like Cowboy Snape, I'm telling you.
Do these horses ground tie?
Yep. If you get off when you're on the trail, don't tie your reins to nothing. Just drop them. And barring an earthquake or something, old Bob will stay put.
Bob? Who's Bob?
The bay over there. Name's Bob.
You
That's
saw
who I'm
the
putting
sign
you
that said
on.
Bob.
Did you see the Phantom Horse last night?
I saw something. Just what? I still ain't sure.
Do you know anything about the treasure that Dirk Valentine supposedly hid for his sweetheart?
Nope.
Somehow I knew you were going to say that. May I go riding now?
Nope. With the Raleighs gone, the ranch is real short-handed. Before you ride, you're gonna have to go see if Shorty's got any chores that need doing. Gotta get a canteen from him anyway.
Talk to you later.
No hurry.
So, yeah. See, it's happening! But yeah, there's the horse. I love that horse. Bob is my favorite character in this game, by the way. Absolute favorite. Best character.
Hey there, Nancy. Man, I wish the Raleighs were here.
Me too. It'll be nice to talk to them in person.
I'm really looking forward to you and me sitting down and having a nice conversation, especially with all the weird stuff that's going on. I'm so busy getting all their chores done in addition to my own that I barely have time to talk to myself, let alone to you. Enough of me complaining. What's up?
Tex said I should get a canteen from you and see if there are any chores you'd like me to do.
Music to my ears. First thing you can do for me is go out to the garden and pick all the ripe vegetables. You know what ripe vegetables look like, don't you?
No, but don't worry, I'll find out.
Good, because if you pick vegetables that aren't ripe yet, I'll be real ticked. You can
Okay,
put 'em
we're
in the vegetable
definitely,
basket
by
that's
the
hanging
way, gonna
outside.
pick some
And one more
unripe
thing.
vegetables.
Sometime today, I need you to build a cooking fire in the pit outside. I'll light it when I'm ready to start cooking. And be sure to fill the bucket out there with water and leave it by the pit. You know, just in case something catches on fire that isn't supposed to. The Raleighs wanted to have a cookout tonight, and by golly, we're gonna have a cookout no matter who is or isn't here.
Well, I'd better get going.
Come back soon.
Okay, so we're gonna... Just because this is a meme, and also because it's hysterical.
I was right. It's hot.
Yeah. Okay, just because this is a meme, I gotta show you what it's like to pick some unripe vegetables. But first, let's pick some ripe ones. Oh yeah, you're supposed to do web searches. I'm so glad they got rid of this. Because it's stupid. Old ivory eggs look golden white. So this is just white. So we're not pick any of those yet. here again. Golden Queens, see no orange yellow ones. Or black turtle beans. By the way, internet was not, like mobile internet today, like that's exactly what I would do. That was not a cheap thing back then. I'm really kind of jealous of her. Yeah, black turtle beans. None already there. Oops, I just picked some overripe vegetables. Oh yeah, and I can also just pick up those sticks now.
It's so hot, I should get these vegetables into Shorty right away.
Pick those vegetables for me yet?
You betcha.
Oh no, you got stuff in here that isn't ripe yet. Picking stuff before it's ripe is a waste of perfectly good food. So don't do it again, you hear? Now, second thing I need you to do for me is take this, go out to the chicken coop and fill it up with eggs. Just be careful of that basket.
We'll save that for another day.
And don't forget to build me that campfire like I asked.
You got it.
Oh well, we can't do this today, so we can't. Oh wait, shoot. No eggs there. No eggs there. No eggs there. No eggs there. No eggs there.
Oh no!
Oh no!
There's a hole in it.
There's a hole in my basket, dear. See, that matches up there. And that matches up there. That looks like it matches up there.
There. Am I good or what? I'm not quite done yet. Voila!
Unfortunately, I think we're out of eggs now. Bummer. And no, you can't turn around in the chicken coop and get more eggs. Oh, okay. Here, death number 1.
Ow! 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 Yikes! Maybe I'll come back when she's not in such a foul mood.
Boo!
Ow! Ow! Ow!
I know that, chicken dear. She only becomes aggressive when she's provoked. Were you provoking her?
I was just kind of playing with her.
Playing with or teasing?
I guess it was more like teasing.
We can't have people taunting the chickens, dear. It makes them less productive and just plain mean. And if you have to be told not to pick on some poor, defenseless, relatively defenseless creature, I'm afraid you're not the type of person that's welcome at Shadow Ranch.
Your hen hassling days are over, Nancy. Bye.
So with that, we end the episode. I'll see you next time.